Yo, what's up, guys? Hopefully you guys are having a good Monday. We are kicking it off in a different location, but tomorrow we will be back in the original location, getting ready to pack up and head back home for my daughters. You can actually still see that I'm in Babyland. I have the baby, where is it? There it is, the baby little signage over there. We've got a car seat over here. We've got, where is it? Over there, we've got eating area. What is that again called? What is it called there again? The high chair. The high chair. That's it. The high chair. I forgot. So anyway, we're gonna get ready to kick this thing off for our Monday. As you guys know, I'm in a different location today because I'm traveling, visiting my daughter, who we just wrapped up our baby shower weekend. So it was pretty awesome. And today, what I'm gonna do though, real quick, I'm gonna walk you guys through the 5-step process for creating a digital product. And the reason why is because, well, today's podcast episode was exactly that. And it was also inspired by you guys sharing with me that you guys wanted to know more about that. So I figured I would do a podcast recording of it. So would definitely encourage you guys to go check out the podcast episode at some point if you haven't done so already. It aired today, so it went out or it got published today. But I'm actually going to share the blog post with you that we had written. And I say we had written, this is a perfect example of taking a piece of audio and then turning it into a blog post that I didn't actually write. Okay, totally transparent with it, right? Like, I did not write this blog post, although it is my words. It is my podcast, right? So it is my, my voice and all of that. So I just, again, it goes really well with what we've been talking about is if you take a piece of content, you create it, whether it's audio, video, doesn't matter. How do we get that to a written form, and how can we turn that into something that could lead to revenue, okay, in some way? But this is a perfect example of that, because this episode that I want you to listen to, it's 8:45, so brandcreators.com/845. That will take you there, and don't go there now, but that'll take you to the blog post version plus the audio version. And there's also a video version of it. So everything that I've been talking about, it's a perfect example of how you would put all this together. What I want to do today, before I have to hit the road here, because I'm going to jump on with you guys for a little bit, then I'm going to jump off, hang out a little bit more with my daughter before we leave, and then we're going to be leaving here probably before 11:30-ish. So we're going to get rocking and rolling. So how's everyone doing? Everyone have a good Father's Day or a good weekend? Let me know. What was a highlight for you over the weekend? Would love to know. Justin, nice Father's Day gift. Oh, that was from yesterday. So commenting on the Father's Day gift. Yeah, it was pretty awesome, wasn't it? Tamara, what's up? Good morning, all. Shiny new week to work hard, stay positive, and make it happen. I love that. Great, Tamara. Thanks for sharing that. What's up, Salma? Hello. Good morning, Kate. How are you doing? Derek, Atlanta here representing as usual. What's up, man? How you doing? Jennifer, good morning, all. Excited for the new week and starting it all with you, or all of you. Awesome. And Facebook user, I'm not sure if this is, I'm trying to think, is this Karen or Debbie, or I can't see because it's the profile of a Facebook user without showing the profile of the person. And sometimes that's Karen. Yeah, that was a really cool gift. Love the sign from yesterday. Yeah, and I can't wait to get home and see where I'm going to hang it so I can get in the shot. So it'll be pretty fun. Hey, Karen, what's up? Good morning to you. Oh, I know. Okay, Karen. Now that I know that is our Karen inside of BCA, good morning to you as well. Kay, what's up? Good morning, Brand Rockers. Yes, good morning to you as well. Yeah, awesome. All right, so guys, here's what we're going to do, though. We are going to jump into this topic because I think a lot of you have wanted it. Just to be perfectly clear here, I'm going to be breaking down what I already broke down in the podcast. I'm going to do it kind of in a quick version here. I do encourage you to go to the blog post and actually check it out. It also goes very well with what we're going to be teaching inside of Brand Creators Academy, which, by the way, if you didn't know, we are opening Brand Creators Academy on July 6th, open to the public for 5 days, and that will be happening on July 6th. So just a little side note there. All right. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in right now. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to add this in here, and then I'm going to go on over so I can navigate it. All right. So this is what we're looking at, guys. Okay. A lot of you are either creating a blog for the first time, or you're taking your existing blog and you're starting to really focus on getting content, planting seeds that can bring traffic back to your website. And that's great. And that's exactly what we want to do. But how can we also be creating a digital product right alongside with it? And this is a perfect example of how you can do it. And I actually created this from the conversations that I've had here with all of you, the Take Action Morning crew, you guys. So you guys actually helped me create this because I seen what you needed. And what I did is I actually just went through, like I've taught you guys, and I outlined what does it look like. What are the 5 steps that you would need to take, okay? And obviously I call it the formula because it is, right? And it sounds better, right? The 5-step formula to create your first digital product and sell it, right? So creating it is one thing, but how do you sell it? So in this podcast episode, and today what I'll do is I'll kind of go through it all with you, but then I would encourage you to go back to it. But basically there's 5 steps to creating it, but what are the steps to sell it, right? So I actually give, I think I give 6, and we'll know that here in a second, but I give 6 different ways that you would do that, all right? So I just want to highlight this though right here, all right? I'm going to come in here and you can see this blog post now has our player, right? So our player is built in here. So you can listen to the podcast here, or you can go to iTunes, or you can go to Stitcher, or you can go to any of the popular podcasting apps. But check this out. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad to have you here. As a reminder, we're opening up Brand Crit. So that's what I said in the podcast, right? So basically this is pretty much verbatim of what I said, but it's cleaned up in a way that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So if you want to be notified when we open, make sure you go to brandcreators.com, look for the icon that says checklist, make sure to grab it, and you'll automatically be notified when we open. All right, boom, right into it. Benefits of a digital product. I've been known for selling physical products. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but you can see how I literally recorded this, and then this was turned into bullet points and subheads and all of that because I have a VA that does this for me. Someone who's on my team now and does this for me. And actually her name is Ann, by the way. Really great writer and someone that understands my voice. It's really important that when you're doing this too, you want to find someone that gets the voice, right? The voice of you or the voice of the narrator, because it just makes it more personal. So anyway, moving on. So you can see our benefits of a digital product. We talk about that here. And you guys know, I've been saying this forever. A digital product allows you to bring in revenue quicker, but also bring in leads if you want to have it be just a digital lead magnet. It could be that as well. There's a lot of benefits to it. But the cool thing about this is we can actually do this right along with building content if we strategically think about it and then build the digital product on the back end. All right. So I'm just going to keep skimming here, right? So get very clear on your market's wants and needs. We talked about this. You guys that have been on here before, you probably are saying like, Scott, I remember this, right? I remember you talking about that, right? So what I'm doing is I am just going through now and I'm creating a piece of content that won't just be there for you guys. It'll be out there on the internet, right? Where it'll be on my blog. It'll be on my podcast. It'll be on YouTube. This all now will reside there, okay? So get very clear on your market's wants and needs, okay? So number 1 is what is the problem or help you can provide to get a result for your market. Okay, first off, if you're just starting, you're starting the brand growth validation checklist, you have a good idea about what your niche wants. Now, what this does right here, look at that. That's a link that's going to the brand growth validation checklist, right? So now if you are coming here from a Google search, you are also now here, you're going to see that you might be like, I don't have the checklist. You'll click on it. It'll take you to the checklist. All right, so that's just a hyperlink, we call that. All right. And then down here, create a guide or manual to hand off to visitors. If you have an email list, ask people what they are struggling with. So this just gives ideas on how to find out what the problem is that you can solve or deliver to the market. Okay. Now, number 2 in this process is create an outline. Once you have the problem, how to catch more bass in a pond or how to win your next bass fishing tournament, what does that outline look like? So what is the main thing you're going to help someone with? Okay, create an outline for it using 5 to 10 topics. Those topics turn into blog posts. You see what we're doing here, right? And again, some of you might be on here saying, Scott, I remember you saying this. It makes total sense. Well, now it's in this little guide. This is like a guide in itself. I could probably use this as a lead magnet. I could take this, package it up, and put that out there as a lead magnet, how to create your first digital product and sell it. That would be a lead magnet. And so let me ask you guys before I go any further, if I turned this into a lead magnet and you guys seen this, would you put your email in to get all of this information in a guide like this right here? So just let me know in the comments, okay? Just say yes or no. Maybe you wouldn't. But if I had the subject line that read, the 5-step formula to create your first digital product and sell it, would you want that guide, right? Would you want that? So put it in the comments. All right, so moving on. Now we get into step 3, write the content as a blog post, okay? Now here I wrote, you can publish 1 blog post per week, and once you've finished, you compile them into a guide, say 5 or 6 blog posts worth. You can include pictures from your blog as well, which will save you some time, right? So again, this is from my mouth on the podcast that's now turned into this, okay? It's turned into this. And I'm not gonna read everything in here. This is where you'd either wanna go back and view this. Again, you don't have to put your email in to see this. This is episode 845. So brandcreators.com/845. It will take you to this blog post, and you can take it, right, and use it. So now that's step number 3. Step number 4, edit and add additional content, right? So what we've done here is we've taken the podcast episode, we brought it over here, and now we're tweaking it. We're playing with it. We're making it a little bit better, right? And there's things here I could add. Actually, I probably should come back here and create some images and put on here of maybe a little bit of how you would do this, or what does it look like to do some additional content, right? So there's things I can still do to improve this, but right now it's pretty good as is, okay? And you can see here too, now watch this, okay? Our Brand Creators Playbook was made from 6 podcast episodes that turned into 6 blog posts and then turned into the playbook. I made plenty of changes and added stuff to make it more robust before it became the finalized playbook. If you want to check it out, head over to brandcreatorsbook.com. Boom. Now, if someone comes here, they're like, I want to know what that playbook looks like. Boom, they go over and guess what? They can buy the playbook. See, you see how it's naturally being woven in? It's exactly what I've been talking about, guys. This is a perfect example of how you would do this in your market. Doesn't matter what market it is, you can do this, all right? Moving on, step 5, create a good cover and format it. So now, again, this was all raw footage. If I just took this and had it transcribed, it would just be a blob of text. It wouldn't have headlines, it wouldn't have subheads, it wouldn't have bullets, it wouldn't have any of that stuff. Now it's broken down in a very easy to digest form. So this way here, you can use it a lot easier, right, than just listening, okay? So you want a good cover. Now I don't have a cover, necessarily a cover image for this as like a book cover. Although if you went to the homepage, you would see that there is a thumbnail image for this. But you would want to create a cover image for this. The title of it would be the 5-step formula to create your first digital product and sell it. And then from there, you would format it something like this. That would be the guide. Now, I could take this right here and just put it into a PDF editor, or just preview or Word doc or whatever. It doesn't matter. Pages. And I can create a PDF and just punch it out. Boom, there it is. It's ready. It doesn't have to be any fancier than this for a lead magnet, by the way. Now, this technically could, if I elaborated a little bit more, I could probably sell this for $9.99. Okay? And I could probably beef it up a little bit just to give a little bit more examples. Okay? So there's always stuff that we can do once we figure out, again, what the problem is and what can we solve. This is one problem or one thing that someone wants that we're solving, right? And we're creating a solution, okay? All right, so that's that, right? So I just put here a PDF is super easy to use and create. You could send it over to someone on Fiverr to format and create the cover. If you don't have time, it's super easy and affordable way to get it done. Fiverr is a great resource to create covers and to do any editing or even any formatting, okay? So definitely use that resource, all right? So now, how to promote your digital asset once you've created it, right? Now, I could have stopped right at how to create it. But now people are like, all right, I created this thing. How do I sell it? Well, that's what we move into here. So number 1, create a lead magnet for it, right? Create a lead magnet for the thing that you're trying to give away. So in here, in this example, I could just give a very simple 1-page, checklist of what you'll need to do. And then this here could be the more elaborate version, right? The more robust version of it. And I could sell it for $2.99 or $5.99 or $9.99, right? So the lead magnet will lead people to the paid version, okay? Number 2, post the lead magnet on your blog, right? So our lead magnet is brand growth validation checklist. It's on our blog where people can then find it. Or if you have that lead magnet, you can put it in right here, just like this, and say, go here to get the checklist. Boom, it's a hyperlink now, okay? All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, if you have an email list, email your list, okay? Your email list, even though that they're on your list, give them this, because the thing that they can do is they can also, it will lead them, if it's a lead magnet, can lead them to buy something. So if I send an email out to my list and I send this post, guess what? They can go right here to Brand Creators Playbook and they can get that book, right? So see how that works? All right, so now let's see here, where are we? Okay, number 3 is email your list. Number 4, post it on social, okay? Take this and post it on social. I don't care if you have 5 people on social or 500 or 5,000, post it on social, all right? And that can be, like I said, Facebook, it could be groups, it could be page, it could be Instagram. If you have Instagram, it could be LinkedIn. It doesn't matter. Whatever you have on social, use it. All right. Number 5 is Pinterest. Okay. I love Pinterest because what we can do now is we can create these little pins, these little resources that lead back to either the blog post that would lead them to the lead magnet or the paid thing, or we can just create pins that lead directly to the lead magnet. Okay, so there's a lot we can do with that. That would be the number 5 thing to do. And then number 6 is Facebook ads. Okay, and this can be a game changer if you are, number 1, willing to put the time and the resources into figuring out the Facebook ad side, which is a whole nother animal. All right, now what we're talking about right here is something that we're going to be going into pretty deep inside of Brand Creators Academy. We're actually going to walk through the whole process. We may even take 1 or 2 of our members and build out with them and start to even maybe build their campaigns and then drive traffic to their offer and help them build the offer and the lead magnets and all that stuff. But this is the formula. Like, this is everything that we're going to be doing. Now, is there a lot that can happen in the Facebook ads thing? Yes. You want to start small. You want to have a good lead magnet. You want to know who you're targeting. You want to know all of that. All right. But number 6 is a very powerful one. But that is basically what you would do. Create the lead magnet, post the lead magnet on your blog, email your list, post it on social, do some Pinterest, Facebook ads, right? And then here, look at this at the end. Mark your calendars, because basically we're announcing right here, July 6th, we're opening Brand Creators Academy, right? Thanks for tuning in. All of this, takeaways from today's post, benefits of digital products, time-stamped 3 minutes 48. Get very clear on your market wants and needs, 705. How to promote your digital asset, 1745. I always have my editor do a quote. Creating a digital product doesn't have to be hard, especially when you implement this exact process by creating content and understanding what your market wants and needs. So that's a quote we can also use on social if we want to, okay? And then we have the full transcript down here. And that's it, guys, right? That is the blog post. It's a lot of stuff there, right? But it's literally a 30-minute episode. So 30 minutes worth of content turned into all of that. Okay, so again, just demonstrating the power in creating content and then leveraging it, whether it's for just blog content or content that could get turned into a digital product or a lead magnet. These are things that you can do, and I've been doing it over and over and over again, and I hope that this shows you and benefits you as far as how it really looks in a real live example. All right? So, guys, any quick questions we have here? Let me bounce over here real quick. I'm going to move this, or I should say unshare that. Let me remove that. All right, cool. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Justin, what's up, man? Justin says, don't forget to drink your coffee. Okay, I will. I got excited there. Salama says yes. Kay says yes. Derek says yes. Oh, yes, definitely. Kate says. Derek has a question. Derek, should we periodically repost a post and update it from time to time? How do we organize our articles? Day, month, subject, what is best? Here's what I suggest on that. Don't overanalyze your content right now, right? If you are going to follow this roadmap, in a sense, you want to outline what you're going to be creating. Put a spreadsheet together. And then just from there, it'll be outlined. And then you're just going to basically check them off, like what you're getting done. And then to really look at the result, you're going to want to keep an eye on your analytics. So if your analytics are starting to show signs that a post is starting to get traction, that's when you can go back into that post and you can rework it a little bit, or add some affiliate links, or add maybe your lead magnet that you didn't have before. So all of that stuff can happen later. Your analytics inside of WordPress is going to be your best friend, or inside of Google Analytics, I should say. But WordPress is the platform that we use, and then we use Google Analytics. So that's what I would say. Organizing is in a spreadsheet. Google Doc doesn't matter. And then I think the biggest thing is sitting down and outlining, what does your content schedule look like? Map out the next 10 pieces of content and then go from there. How do you decide what content to sell versus give for free? Well, I think if you have some, I would start probably like, what does the main guide look like? Right? That's going to take a little bit more time to build. And then what is the lead magnet that would lend itself to it? So in this case, it would be like, download the checklist to create your first digital product and sell it. And then in that checklist, it would just have little blurbs of what that outline is that I just did. Then I would take the post that you guys just had, and I would beef that up a little bit. I would add more examples. I might even shoot a quick video that I'd link over to, or maybe it's just a bunch of screenshots. And I would just give a little bit more in depth there. And then from there, I would turn that into maybe a $4.99 product, or maybe a $9.99 guide. And that's it. And I would test that. But I would start with the main idea of what could I create that would be a guide or a book or something like that. And then what does the lead magnet naturally make sense to go towards, right? In this case, this blog post, it's not a lead magnet, but it is leading to brand growth validation checklist. It's leading to brand creators playbook. It's also leading to brand creators academy. See, so everything points there. So I'm not necessarily needing to get an email for this because it's leading to my other lead magnets. Hopefully that helped you. Let's see here. I got to download this today. Oh, you mean the, what did you download, Derek? Was it the playbook, or did you download this blog post? Because it is in also, you can also grab the transcripts. So I'm just curious on that, Derek. Okay, so any other quick questions here? Again, guys, I'm going to wrap up a little bit early today just because I'm going to be doing a little bit more visiting with my daughter, and then we're going to be hitting the road. So if you guys have any quick questions for me, and also if there's anything here that you guys need additional clarification or help with, let me know, because I do want to do future coffee talks on this, because I know that this has been a pretty hot topic. I do think what I'm going to do though, tomorrow, I think I'm going to do a niche drill down. I'm going to do one that we talked about, gosh, when was it? Maybe 2-3 days ago. Maybe it was 4 days ago. I forget now. I lost track of time. We are going to do a niche drill down tomorrow. I'm going to open up the computer like I did here today. I'm going to dive into Google, and I'm going to start doing a niche drill down. So again, you probably want to stay tuned for that one if you're at all interested in really just seeing how that all works. But it also, whenever I'm doing this validation piece, I'm always looking for, can you build an email list? Can you do, maybe a paid product, or are there paid products that are already being released and created? So that will be happening tomorrow. And if you guys have any other ones that you want me to do in the future, drop them in here in the comments. I will go back and look at it. I think the one that we decided to start with here is on the boxing niche, but for, I believe it was, I'll have to go back and look, but I believe it was for exercise. So kind of like kickboxing in a sense, but not kickboxing. It was something else. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing here. And again, let me just totally transparent, guys, right? Like I tell you how it is. Okay. Why am I okay with doing something that I also do in Brand Creators Academy, right? Like Karen's on here right now. And she just says here too, let me just read what she says. She says, I'm super excited to learn inside of BCA. This is exactly where I want my brand to head. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. But again, Karen knows that because she's part of our Brand Creators Academy, she knows that we do these inside of Brand Creators Academy. We do niche drill downs. Why am I going to do one for you guys for free? Like why? When I'm offering it over here, people are paying monthly to be in Brand Creators Academy. Why would I give something away that I'm giving inside of there, right? Does anybody want to try to answer that question for me? I'm just curious what you guys would come up with there. I think you guys know. the blog post. Oh, cool, Derek. Awesome. Salama, revenue generating ideas, coffee talks would be good. Okay. Revenue generating ideas for your brand, I hope, not just randomly, unless you want it to be just like how to, what's the 5 best side hustles or something like that. Is that what you're leaning towards? Thanks, Scott. You helped a lot. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. Oh, there you go. Okay. So Salome got it. Giving a reason to join BCA. Yeah, it gives you a sense of what we're doing inside of there, right? So if you like that and you want more of that, then you would naturally want to join, right? So there's no smoke and mirrors, or there's no like, I'm trying to trick anyone. It's like, no, I want to show you how cool it is inside of Brand Creators Academy because I would love for you to join, right? Like, there it is. Secret's out, guys. Right? Like that's what's happening, right? So I'm willing to do that stuff. Even me doing this right here, jumping on, doing these coffee talks. I know there's a lot of people that are going to watch these. They might not join, and that's okay. But there are going to be some that do. And that's okay, right? It could be 12 months from now. And you're like, you know what? I'm ready. I want to join. Then that's 12 months from now, right? So I'm just building relationships and helping out with nothing. I'm not expecting anything, right? But if I receive something, then it's bonus. And you know what? It's always worked out that you definitely receive things, right? It just happens. So be willing to give and don't worry so much on how it's going to, like if you gave away your guide for free, but then you charged over here, it's okay, right? Just because you gave it away for a little while doesn't mean you can't start charging for it, right? You just did that maybe as like, hey, for the first 30 days, I want to get some testimonials, so I'm going to give it away for free, or I'm going to give it away for half price, right? We've done that with almost every program we've ever launched. We give it away, or we don't give it away. We do a discount to get in for a limited amount of people. And this also gives us feedback. It gives us testimonials. It gives us a community that's already went through it, and we get feedback. So we've done that almost every single time. It's like a lead magnet. Yes, exactly true. But I'm not asking you guys to enter your email, right? I'm saying, guys, come on in. You don't have to enter your email address. Just show up on the coffee talk, and I'm gonna have you guys look over my shoulder tomorrow, and we're gonna go through and we're gonna do a niche drill down. Right? We're just going to drill in and we're going to find the opportunities, or we're going to find that there's not an opportunity, and it's going to save us the headaches from going down this road in 6 months and going, wait a minute, I didn't look at this right. Right? So we want to prevent that from happening, or we want to expose the opportunities, and then we want to go in hard on those opportunities. Derek says, to get us to get more. Yes, exactly. Kay says, Scott gives a lot of free valuable info, which convinced me how valuable BCA would be. Yes. And Kay, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you. And I know that you are one of our members inside, and a very great member too, by the way, because very giving. Kay is awesome and just willing to share, and also just in there helping each other. The thing is, guys, is when you help other people, whether it's in a community or outside of community, it doesn't matter. There's just goodwill that happens, right? And you're going to learn from that. So our members in the academy are encouraged to share, and we openly share niches, right? So we're openly sharing what niche we're in. It makes it so much easier to teach, because now I don't have to make up things as far as like, oh, well, the bass fishing niche or the crochet niche or whatever, right? We can just go specifically in that. We just did a hot seat last week with Karen, actually, one of our Karens. We have many Karens in BCA, and it was great. I got another one coming up in a whole nother market, another hot seat that's going to come out in a couple of weeks that I just recorded with Helene. Great. Her market. We talk about it, and we go into, and we actually discovered why she probably hasn't had the growth that she should have. We figured that out, and now she's going to go back and she's going to fix it. She's going to tweak it, right? So all of that stuff is what we do. Please do a coffee talk on Airbnb and why you bought it, when should buy it, etc. All right, I'll put that on the list. I think that you guys have been asking for that, some of you anyway. Let me ask anyone else on here. Does anyone else want to hear about the Airbnb experience so far? I'm in about 1.5 years into it, and I've got plans for the future, and kind of my whole thought process on Airbnbs and how I niche down and all of that stuff. Not that I want you guys to go down that road, but I do believe that the Airbnb or the rental, Airbnb, short-term rental, however you want to call it, it's very similar to building niche sites, or it's very similar to building online businesses. There's a lot of similarities. So yeah, I don't mind sharing it. I just know that some people are probably like, I don't care about that, Scott. I just want to talk about building an email list, or I just want to talk about, you know, creating content. But I do think it's the mindset of real estate. Like what we're doing right now, building online assets, it's real estate. We are building pieces of real estate that reside on the internet, right? We also have rental property that is physical rental properties that, you know, that are very similar. Okay. It's the same mindset. Helene, of course you did, says, yes, thank you. It would be awesome. Yes. Kay, it would be interesting and hear more about Airbnb. Ashley, I'm interested in the Airbnb as well. Yes, that sounds fascinating. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. So maybe we'll do that this week. I'd be more than happy to do that. I think the idea of talking Airbnb we can use in other markets. Yeah, you totally can. Because it is very similar in the fact that you are niching down. We're niching down. I'm not just going out and just doing just an Airbnb in a neighborhood. It's got to be at the right location, and it has to be at the right time, and it has to be with the right market. So it is pretty interesting on how that all kind of ties together. But yeah, so I could totally talk about that. All right, guys, this is going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining me. Tomorrow we'll be back at the same location as usual. We'll be back in the home office. I just want to, again, thank you guys for sharing today with me, but also yesterday, Father's Day. I really appreciate that. And if you guys missed that one, you might want to go back and watch it. I actually showed this new gift that I received from my family. It's pretty awesome, and I can't wait to share it on the podcast and in all of my videos. So really, really looking forward to that. So anyway, guys, if you have not downloaded the brand, that is the same playbook that we're using inside of Brand Creators Academy. And also, last note, we are opening Brand Creators Academy on July 6th. So if you're interested and you're not yet a member, that would be the time to join. We only open for 5 days at a time and only 4 times per year. So that would be the time. All right, guys. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up. I am going to get on out of here and head back home, and I will be in touch tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Have an awesome, amazing Monday, or if you're watching this on the replay, whatever day it is, have an awesome day. And as always, take care, take action. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.